And we're back to finish up the epilogue.
Thank you. This last year, I accepted an important responsibility as Student Council President. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. Well, it must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you may know, my father unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness?
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
It's a big day. Must be tough thinking about her father.
I remember. Yes. With my father's death, I lost my purpose in life.
Hang on. Wasn't I supposed to?
Akihiko-senpai. What's up?
Sit down, you two.
But now, I have something to live for. No longer will I run from the future. I will face it head-on, carrying out my father's will. I am resolved, and without reservation.
Promise.
I owe it all to my invaluable friends. And we have promised to never lose hope, no matter what tomorrow may bring.
Senpai, we made a promise. Let's find him. And I guess too.
Yes, I can hardly wait. Everyone, let's go!
We just ruined graduation for a bunch of confused people.
The wind feels so nice. This is my first time experiencing spring. But this season will eventually pass. After fighting alongside you and facing the world's end, I finally began to understand what it means to live. Thinking for yourself, not running away, accepting the inevitable. All things eventually come to an end. Every living thing will one day disappear. Only by accepting this can one discover what they truly want, what the meaning of their life will be. I understand now why I was so tormented by my lack of strength. Protecting others became more than just an order I had to obey. I wanted to do it for my own reasons. I realized this once I decided to try and prevent the fall. When I thought I might never see you again, something else became clear to me. What I wanted most. And so, I made up my mind. I decided that I would continue to protect you. I want to be your strength. I know I'm not the only one who can do this, but that's okay. My life will be worth living if it's for this reason. Thank you. You're right. What am I doing?
Are you aware that we have, like, no social ranks together?
I understand now. So I should be happy.
Hey!
Everyone! I realize now that I have friends as well. You don't have to save the world to find meaning in life. Sometimes, all you need is something simple, like someone to take care of. I'll keep on living no matter what, so that I can protect you. Thank you for everything. You must be tired. Please, get some rest. I'll stay right here with you. Soon, all your friends will be here by your side.
Am I dying? What the heck? Why am I so sleepy all the time? I don't want to die. Dying is bad for me.
Don't worry. I will always be by your side, protecting you.
Okay, I guess that's the epilogue. That's really strange. Overall, good game. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I went through almost 140 episodes of it. You know, maybe 140 because I actually haven't gone back and captured the social links at the end, like I'm going to. But I mean, so I certainly I played the heck out of this game and I really enjoyed it. It was very, very refreshing for me to play. I've talked about a little bit this here and there throughout the video, but I'll kind of give my thoughts here while the credits are going by. Plus I've got, you know, like 13 minutes until the end of the episode, so hey, cool. The things that I really appreciate about Persona 3 is that, first of all, it had a very, very fresh look at an RPG for me. Most RPGs are very, very straightforward, you know, it's, you're in some sort of fantasy land, and there's bad things, and you go around and you kill them, and you know what, yada 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 yada. It's very straightforward, clear cut, and nothing's wrong with that. I'm not complaining about, you know, the generic way it's set up, but it is, you know, when you played all the Final Fantasy, and the Breath of Fire, and the Suikodes, and, you know, all of them, having a game like this is just so unique and, oh, awesome. You know, it is a, you know, role-playing game that is set in modern-day high school, which, granted, I'm not in high school anymore, but I've certainly been to high school, and so it's a nice juxtaposition against everyone else, which is just like, oh, come into this world, and you're playing this character, versus, you know, it's a lot easier to relate to this one. The, like, parallel between the Shadow world and, you know, what you're doing in real life, and the fact that you were only really ever in combat in the Shadow world, except for occasionally on the full moon, you know, really, really helped. It really, you know, it caused the game to become more fleshed out. The fact, you know, every once in a while I did run into this issue, like, well, what am I supposed to do? And this is what? But to a certain degree, that sort of helplessness and getting lost in, you know, the school routine and having to worry, you know, the fact that you had exams coming up and you had to kind of balance your real life with, you know, the usual RPG segment was amazing. Now, part of that, I will say, was because if that wasn't there, oh, this game would get on my nerves. The combat section of this game is my least favorite part. You know, that's why you probably noticed that I tried to get up to the top, get to my levels, and then never go back. You know, once I got to the top of Tartarus and I got to an appropriate level, I was like, I'm not going back to Tartarus, So, I don't really enjoy Tartarus. That's one of the reasons I'm a little bit wary of the answer, because what I've heard about the answer was that it kind of does focus a lot more on just Tartarus. I don't know if that means that there's not a school section at all in the answer, or if it just means that the school section is just sort of a, you know, line progression and you hit certain days and stuff happens. I know for a fact that there were no social links in the answer. Just one way to out of me. because that social links are the big thing to work towards. I don't think that it ended up, the final boss ended up being even easier because of working on social links. But that last little bit, I do have to wonder if there's like a section where if you get there and you haven't mastered any social links, that you just die. I'm guessing no, because, well, I don't know, because, the two that you have to max out through the course of the storyline are Fool and Exclamation Squad, but neither of them helped you in that scenario. It was all the other ones, the ones you did actually have to go and work on. So, my problems with this game, it's not a perfect game, there are some flaws in its presentation. My biggest issue didn't happen until the very end, like a few minutes ago. The end of the game is very, very disjointed for the rest of it. It's like they designed the game and they figured out what they wanted the plot to be, and then they put in choice into the plot but didn't account for it at the end of the game. At the end of this game, I'm sitting there, all lovey-dovey with Aegis, and I'm like, I wanted nothing to do with Aegis. What's going on? Aegis was, I never thought she was hot, even when she first showed up. And then, I never developed a social link with her. I've only to go back and do it, but it's very, very disjointed there, because I don't know why we're doing that at the end of the game. And why she's, a hero who got married back, but suddenly is just like all over Aegis, even though he's totally someone else's boyfriend. What's going on? So that was odd. The answer apparently does fill in some of the plot holes, because there are some things I don't quite understand, like who Igor and Elizabeth are supposed to be. They're in a room and they interact with visitors, but, and who made Tartarus? Tartarus is apparently made to receive Nick, so apparently Greedo Group didn't make it. How do there's a lot of things about the plot I don't quite understand yet. And I know they put the answer in order to kind of help with that, and make it a little more, kind of fill in those plot holes, but I don't understand, it's, when you make a game and then you have to make an add-on to that game in order to make the plot make sense, that's a problem. So there are certainly some holes in the game, but overall it's still fantastic. I'm really, really supportive of this game, and I'm glad someone's making an RPG without just making a Final Fantasy clone. Again, don't get me wrong, I like Final Fantasy. I like the old Final Fantasies. The new ones are steadily pissing me off. Really ever since 9 for me, but that's another tangent. Save news cycle data. Sure. And I'll make it its own save. But I'll go ahead and end the episode here. We didn't quite make 20 minutes, but I'm not going to just sit here and ramble all day, so hey. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching Let's Play Persona 3 FES Blind. I will probably be moving on to the answer and also Persona 4, which I've heard Persona 4 is a lot better than this. So, thanks for tuning in and look forward to that. See you later, guys.